sadguruji, மேடையில் அமர்ந்திருக்கும் அமைச்சர் பெருமக்கள், நண்பர்கள், and ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful gathering. Just now, through OPO was telling me, for the first time he is seeing a crowd of people who are disciplined and so wonderful. So credit goes to all of you. I have been watching the support for Rally for Rivers. Like the lady said, on September 1st, எல்லாரும் மழையில நின்னுட்டு இருந்தீங்க 13,000 பேரும். அவங்களுக்கு நன்றி. அடுத்தது இந்த ராலிக்காக கோயம்புத்தூர்ல இருந்து, மதுரையில இருந்து, திருச்சியில இருந்து, கன்னியாகுமரியில இருந்து இன்னைக்கு சென்னை வரைக்கும், நாளைக்கு நாளான்னைக்கு அதுக்கு அடுத்த நாள் கடைசியில டெல்லி வரைக்கும் சத்குரு அவர்களுக்கு துணையா இருக்கிற ஈஷா தொண்டர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய பாராட்டுக்கள், என்னுடைய நன்றி. உலகமே சுத்தி நடக்கிறத கடந்த 10 வருஷமா நான் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கேன். 40 வருஷம் நான் பார்க்காத விஷயங்கள்லாம் 10 வருஷமா நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு. உலகத்து மேல இருக்கிற நம்பிக்கையே கொஞ்சம் குறைஞ்சு கொஞ்சம் வருத்தமா இருக்கும்போது சத்குருவும் நீங்களும் தான் வாழ்க்கையை பத்தின ஒரு நம்பிக்கையே, ஹோப்பையே எங்க எல்லாருக்கும் கொடுக்குறீங்க. இதற்கு எப்படி நாங்க கைமாறு செய்ய போறோம்? திரைத்துறையில இருக்கிறவங்க, மீடியாவில் இருக்கிறவங்க, நாங்க எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து சத்குருவுக்கும் இந்த இயக்கத்துக்கும் எங்களுடைய உறுதுணையையும் சப்போர்ட்டையும் கொடுக்கறது தான் எங்களுடைய முதல் பணி. இதற்கு ஒரு சின்ன உதவியா நாங்க எல்லாரும் இருந்திருக்கோம் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறப்போ ரொம்ப பெருமையா இருக்கு, சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. ஆற்றின் கரையில் வளர்ந்தவள் நான். வைகை ஆற்றிலிருந்து ஒரு 10 அடி போனா எங்க வீடு. அழகர் ஆத்துல இறங்குற அந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்காக நாங்க எல்லாரும் கும்மி அடிச்சு அந்த இடத்துல இருக்கிற எல்லாருக்கும் எண்ணெயும் சீயக்காயும் வாங்கி கொடுப்போம் ஐயா. அந்த காலத்துல எல்லாரும் அந்த எண்ணெயும் சீயக்காயும் வச்சு குளிப்பார்கள். குளிச்சு விட்டு அழகர் ஆத்துல இறங்குறதுக்கு போறாங்க. அந்த அழகர் ஆத்துல இறங்குறது கடந்த 10-15 வருஷமா நடக்கவே இல்லை. ஆறுகள்ல தண்ணி இல்லை. இன்னைக்கு காவிரி மகா புஷ்கரம் அது 144 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு அப்புறம் நடக்க போகுது. ஆனா தண்ணி இல்லை அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறப்போ ரொம்ப வருத்தமா இருக்கு. ஆனா உங்களை எல்லாம் பார்க்கும்போது, சத்குருவை பார்க்கும்போது, சத்குருக்கு துணையா இருக்கிற இத்தனை பேரை பார்க்கும்போது மனசுல ஒரு நம்பிக்கை, ஒரு தன்னம்பிக்கை வந்திருக்கு. அந்த தன்னம்பிக்கைக்கு நன்றி. இத்தனை பேரோட தன்னம்பிக்கை இங்க இருக்கு. எல்லாருக்கும் நன்றி.
எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். மேடையில் இருக்கிறவங்க எல்லாமே வணக்கம். When I parked the car here, the meter is logging in 3,069 kilometers. Eight days on the road. The rally is rolling on with enormous support and enthusiasm in the 3 states that we have covered. Time has come that after Chennai, we will leave Tamil Nadu and move north to Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Jaipur, that is Rajasthan, Punjab, Chandigarh, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, and back to Delhi. So, the moment I leave Tamil Nadu, you should carry this with you till I get to Delhi. வெயில் வந்தா இப்படி, மழை வந்தா இப்படி, ஒன்றும் இல்லைன்னா இப்படி. I will leave Tamil Nadu tomorrow or day after. But all of you young people, to whatever extent you can, whichever way you can walk around in Chennai, you can cycle across small villages around. If you can motorcycle across Tamil Nadu, you can drive, you can go by bus, you can go by train, whichever way. I want you to gather yourself into small groups of 1, 2 or 5 or 10 and do your own little rally across Tamil Nadu. If the nation I want you to understand this. The rally is not a 30-day flirtation. The rally is a lifelong love affair for me. So if the nation has to respond as we want the nation to respond, Tamil Nadu should be on fire. It's your business to keep it on fire. I know many of you have been sitting nearly 4 hours here, I don't want to take any more time, but there are a few things. Already we have been through 2 states before we again came back to Tamil Nadu. Kerala is full on with support for Rally for Rivers, they're willing to work with us. I also spoke to the Chief Minister about the Sirivani Dam, which was of some concern, about desilting Sirivani Dam for Coimbatore city's water supply. The Chief Minister said, I have absolutely no objection, we will sit down and see how to get this done. And Kerala has already started activity on the ground, it's very wonderful. Karnataka government yesterday assured us and we signed an MOU to plant 25 crore trees in the coming 2 or 3 years' time. If Karnataka plant trees, who benefits? Tamil Nadu will benefit big way because the Kaveri should flow. I must tell you this, I went to a place on Kaveri when I was in Mysore, and there we had a meeting arranged for the leaders from farming community in Karnataka and a few leaders from Tamil Nadu. They met on the banks of Kaveri with the intention that we are all children of Kaveri. We must have Kaveri Belt Farmers Association, not Tamil Nadu associations and Kannada associations. Because the river speaks the language of life. The river does not speak Tamil or Kannada. The river speaks the language of life, and that is the fundamental language that's beating in our hearts. As we may love our language, whatever we speak, that is fine. But for all this love, for this pride that we hold for our culture and our language, first of all, our life should be full on. If that has to happen, our rivers must flow. As already the Chief Minister assured that all the government lands, we will make the effort to green this. I have one more request. When I was a child, when I was a little boy and I grew up, I never ever really bought a fruit from the market and ate till I was probably 16, 17 years of age. There always were fruit trees which we could pluck and eat from, variety of fruits. But particularly I see in Tamil Nadu, it's a little better in other states. In Tamil Nadu, in the villages of Tamil Nadu, many children go through the entire mango season without eating a single mango, which is very cruel. This should not happen. I am requesting the forest minister or whoever else is in charge of this, in every village in Tamil Nadu, this has been on my mind for a long time, not having the necessary means, we've been waiting. In every large village in Tamil Nadu, if you give us 1 acre, every small village you give us half an acre, we will plant 5 varieties of fruits which are free. Only children below 15 years of age can pluck and eat anytime they want. Please, sir, make this happen. This is something the children deserve. If a child does not know what it means to pluck a fruit and eat it, taking it from the market and eating it is very different from plucking a fruit from the tree and eating it. For children below 15 years of age, there must be a place where they can go, pluck and eat whatever. Before the squirrels eat, they must eat, there must be a little competition. And I'm sorry, our Deputy Chief Minister said, like a squirrel, we will serve Rama, we will do this. Doing squirrel's job is not important, we want you to be the Hanuman. Squirrel did just little, a Hanuman moved a mountain. Because the time has come, squirrel's job is not good enough, the volunteers, lakhs of volunteers, millions of volunteers around have done the squirrel's job. You, sir, must do Hanuman's job. Your job is not squirrel's job. Big things need to happen in Tamil Nadu because the situation in Tamil Nadu, particularly in Tamil Nadu, water situation is very bad. The people of Chennai, I want to say some bad things to you. Chennai needs approximately 110 million liters of water per day, but you have only 55. Once in how many days do you shower, I want to know. Hello? Because this is a culture where we never stepped out without a bath in the morning. But a time is coming where you have to ask people, are you a Sunday person or a Monday person? When do you shower? Because this is going to be a much more serious problem than you understand. Because the water resource is drying up so rapidly. Drinking water they're pulling out of the ocean, which is not a good thing long term, it's okay when there's an emergency to do it, but just thinking desalination is the only solution is not the best way to go. Our fresh water should flow, our fresh water should come up in our wells and flow in our rivers. This needs to happen. For this to happen, there are many steps. People are thinking it's a simplistic process of just 1 kilometer around the rivers. No, that is a beginning. Many environmentalists, many activists all feel this is fine what Sadhguru is saying, but this is not enough. I also know it's not enough. Yesterday, I admitted in Bangalore, I think it came out on the video. Right now, for being practical, I'm saying 1 kilometer. There are many more things to be done, and all of you environmentalists, activists, those of you who have involved yourself in ecological concerns, if you have any knowledge, if you have any wisdom, if you have any experience that is valuable, please, you must contribute after October 2nd when we release the document to the media, to the administration, and we will distribute this among the prominent environmentalists and scientists around the world to get everybody's opinion, just to make sure if there are any gaps, if there are any loopholes, we want to fill that. So please feel free to contribute. And also one more request, it was announced just now that in the month of February, in honor of our past Chief Minister, Selvi Jayalalitha, and who is dear to the people of the party as Amma, I very much appreciate the devotion and love that you have, but I want you to know that if she is born in February, probably approximately 6 months later, she might have uttered the word Amma in her life. On that day, you must plant the trees, not in February, because in February if you plant the trees, not even 10% will survive. Please, if you can change the date of this plantation from February to July, in her honor you can do it, but please change the date to July because February is not a practical time to plant trees. Most of them will perish anyway. Please make the change, sir. You are very tired. I am not, but you are. I can see that. This is my blue, where is your blue, huh? You must hold this up. You must hold this up till October 2nd. You must show, the Tamil people must show the nation that we are serious about this. Serious does not mean you must be depressed. Though there are many facts which could make any human being depressed right now about our environment in this country, but we want to make this rally happen in a celebratory way, in a beautiful way, in a joyful way, because the cold facts which stare us in the face are one reality. But what beats in the human heart, what a human being can commit himself or herself to, and what they can create is something that the cold statistics do not speak. All the statistics are very depressive right now. But only if our hearts are beating loud and clear, only if there is energy in us to transform. To live, you need some amount of energy. To transform a situation, you need a different level of energy. If you have the needed energy to transform this situation from an impending disaster into a phenomenal transformation, you must show me the energy right now. When crisis arises, whenever crisis arises in the world, you will see that is when many great men and women arise too, because a crisis is an opportunity for human beings to rise to the peak of their performance, to the peak of their humanity, to the peak of doing things beyond themselves. This is your time. Tamil Nadu, this is your time that there is a crisis. This is the time to rise beyond caste, creed, religion and party affiliations and do what is needed and show the world that we are not a disastrous generation. We are a responsible generation. We will make this happen. It is very important that all the 6 crore people in Tamil Nadu say yes to the Rally for Rivers. It's your responsibility to make this happen. I am moving out of Tamil Nadu in the next day. In the next 24 hours I am driving out. It's for you to keep up the rally and make sure that 6 crore Tamil people show that we are concerned about this land. I want you to just look back on the history of this part of the world. The southern India, this part of the land, we have known agriculture for over 10,000 years. 10,000 years, when others were still hanging from trees elsewhere in the world, all they could do was kill something and eat. We knew how to make mud into food. I want you to understand, don't take these things for granted. Transforming mud into food is a miracle. This is a miracle that our farmers are performing every day. Unfortunately, we have failed to recognize the significance of this miracle, that transforming mud into food is not a simple thing. You try it and see, you will know what it means. And above all, if you want to know what is the difference for today's dinner, instead of urgai on the side, have a spoon of mud, eat it and see along with your meal. You understand what is the transformation, what is the magic that the farmer is doing. And this farmer who performs the magic in this land is pushed to such a corner, he wants to hang, but there's no tree to hang. So he's drinking poison and dying in lakhs. This is not a joke. This is not something we can ignore and just go on and call ourselves human beings. Putting our humanity to rest and calling ourselves human being is not a good thing, because we as human beings, we can't live like other creatures, because other creatures are never so damaging. You see, you show me one animal, one insect, one worm, which is not eco-friendly. You have to try to be eco-friendly. All of them are eco-friendly, but this creature, only if you rise above your animal nature, only if you have stirred up your humanity, you are useful to this world. If you put your humanity to sleep, if you try to exist like every other creature, you will be terribly destructive. We must understand this, that it is only the human beings who have caused the damage, nothing else on this planet. If all of us go to sleep for 25 years, trees will grow everywhere, rivers will flow, everything will be fantastic. But we can't do that. So the next best thing we can do is rally for rivers, make sure the trees grow, make sure that waters flow, out of our responsibility, not out of our lethargy, out of our awareness, not because we fell dead. We have a sense of forgetting our history very, very easily. Many great things have been done in this nation in the last 70 years. We have built businesses, we have built industry, our scientists are going to Mars, but our farmer, with almost no science or technology and very little infrastructure, he's been providing food for 1.3 billion people. This is the greatest achievement in the country. You can clap your hands as much as you want, but no, I'm not asking you. But you go and ask any farmer, how many of them want their children to go into farming? Believe me, it's less than 15%. What this means is, the knowledge and experience that we acquired over 10,000 years, we are going to throw it away in the next 25, 30 years' time when this generation passes. How to grow food, how to perform this magic of transforming mud into food will be gone out of our hands. This will be a great disaster and the biggest loss that can happen to this country with such a huge population. Our soil is depleting, our water is depleting, and if we throw away the knowledge of how to make mud into food, then we are asking for a disaster. Oh Sadhguru, you are telling us all these depressive things. I want you to understand, just 60 to 70 years ago in this country, there used to be famines every second, third year. What is the kind of number that died in India's famines? This is not in dozens, this is not in hundreds, this is not in thousands, it was in millions. 1943, the Bengal famine, I believe killed 3.25 million people, but just 3 days ago I was listening to a video or a talk by Shashi Tharoor. He is saying it was 5.2 million people. 50 lakh people die in 2.5 months, not because of a nuclear bomb, but quietly, not finding enough food and water, they died. I want you for a moment, just think about that. 50 lakh people sit here and there, unable to move, not enough energy to move around, just sitting around and dying quietly with utmost pain. I want you to think about it because we are once again driving this country in the same direction. For 60 years we had a break, but we are again moving this country in the same direction. Well, in future that many people may not die, but already it is happening. If 3 lakh farmers commit suicide, what is it? It's the same thing. So tonight, I will leave your breakfast and lunch for you because you will be busy during the day. But dinner time, everybody should take 20 seconds before you eat your dinner and remind yourself of all the suffering that people have gone through due to lack of food and water, and the sufferings of these men and women who committed suicide as farmers. What should drive a human being to leave his wife and children and family and drink poison? What is it? Obviously, we have driven him to such a desperation. So, I want you to spend just 20 seconds. This is not to ruin your dinner, this is just that you eat your dinner as a human being conscious of everybody's pain and suffering. You eat so that you stand up to be a full-fledged human being, not just one more creature on this planet. Once I leave Tamil Nadu for the rest of the rally, will you keep up the rally here in Tamil Nadu? The young people should travel. At least on the weekends you travel around the state, meet people, if you need to touch their feet and make sure that they rally for rivers. This is important. If this has to become an enforceable law, if this has to become an implementable law, We need at least 40 crore people in this country to say one big yes. It just takes a missed call, that's simple. Will you get me 6 crores in Tamil Nadu? Let's make it happen. In our lives, if we do not do what we cannot do, that's not a problem. In our lives, if we do not do what we can do, we are a disastrous life. I am sure you will not let this generation be a disastrous generation. You will make sure that we die as a responsible generation who did whatever we could to change things around us. Thank you very much.